Alright, the first thing we're going to do is add some oil to a pan over medium-high heat, and this is about a tablespoon. Then throw in a pound of lean ground beef. Now it doesn't have to be lean, you can use medium, you'll just have to maybe drain the grease. So we'll just go ahead and break this up a little bit. And I don't know about you, but I find that ground beef recipes are fairly versatile and relatively inexpensive, depending on where you get your ground beef. Something I usually do is just kind of pat the ground beef down a little bit and let it fry on that one side for a few minutes. And what that usually does is it seals in the juices and the flavors and creates a bit of a crust. So when you flip it over, it looks something like this. It's not necesito, but a kind of a cool little trick. Now that our ground beef is just about fried up, it is time to add in our seasoning, which simply consists of some chili powder, paprika, a bit of cumin, oregano, and salt and pepper, and all of this is about a teaspoon each. Just go ahead and dump this over the ground beef. Grab up our trusty spoon and just stir and mix this around until that seasoning completely coats the meat. And I guess this is about the time I'm supposed to say, oh, this is smelling oh so good, but it really is, guys. It is indeed. Next up, we're going to add in a small chopped onion and 3 cloves of chopped garlic. Chopped jalapeno just for some heat. Then give this a stir around until that onion becomes translucent and that wonderful smell of garlic begins to fill the air. Now and only now we are going in with a couple of tablespoons of tomato paste just to thicken things up. Give it another swirl around until that tomato paste coats all the meat and all those wonderful ingredients. Then pour in a can or jar of marinara sauce. I suppose you could use spaghetti sauce too. I just like marinara sauce. And of course the stirring we will go and bring it to a boil. And I don't know what you're thinking here, but I'm thinking this is looking mighty good. I could just grab up this sauce and eat it right now with a bit of pasta. But of course, we're not going to do that because we're making enchiladas. Therefore, I'm just going to spoon a little bit of that sauce into the bottom of a casserole dish. Get one of my handy-dandy pre-made tortilla wrappers. Next, get a good spoon of that mixture we made up and place it into the center of the wrapper. Of course, you guessed it, we're going to grate up some cheddar cheese. Now you can use the cheese of your choice. Over top of that mixture we will go. Oh boy, this is looking good now. Now grab up that wrapper, fold it together, and make an enchilada. I think you have guessed the drill. We are going into that casserole dish, seam side down. Doesn't this fit perfectly? And we're going to get, I'd say 5 or 6 enchiladas out of this, depending on the size of your dish. Some more of that wonderfully delicious sauce over top of those enchiladas. And you can just kind of budget this depending on how much sauce you have. This is kind of my design, but it's up to you. Some more cheese over the top. You can never get enough cheese. Now these are going into a 350 degree Fahrenheit, 180 Celsius preheated oven for about 15 or 20 minutes. After about 15 minutes, our easy enchiladas are done, and don't they look spectacular? To make everything all fancy like, I'm going to grab up some fresh parsley and simply spread it over the top of our ever so delicious enchiladas. And there you have it, my friends, our simple, easy, and ever so delicious ground beef enchiladas. And when you grab these up, don't they look like $1,000,000? Uh-oh. Serve them up and your family, friends, and dinner guests are simply going to go wild because believe me, I would not lie to you, these are so incredibly good. Definitely a must make, my friends, and if you like what you saw, give us a like because it does help us out. And if you're so inclined, subscribe. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.